begin with the EU's antitrust chief, who says artificial intelligence has the power to both serve and destroy us. Commissioner Margrethe Vestager turned to the movie Oppenheimer to make her point, saying this observation about atomic bombs applies just as well today to AI.
This isn't a new weapon. It's a new world.
This isn't a new weapon. It's a new world. When I spoke to the Commissioner, I asked her how we're managing this brave new world of technology so far.
When it comes to artificial intelligence, it is indeed not just another new technology, it's a new world. It will change everything. And when you have that kind of potential, obviously you have the equivalent risks. Important steps have been taken. We have our AI law in Europe, but that's the first. For other jurisdictions, we have the Code of Practices, we have the presidential order here, but we need to move forward, and obviously we need to implement to make sure that this is not just words on paper, but real obligation that AI developers take upon themselves.
There's a real risk, because this is one of the reasons you're here, of course, as part of the regular discussions that take place, that everybody's doing their own thing. And whilst intentions may be good, you end up with a fragmented tapestry of different rules and regulations, which we already have in the digital world, that could be made a great deal worse under AI.
Yes, and I think everybody realizes that. We came, in my opinion, too late in to regulate what is now big tech, because we got a lot of entrenched market power, very few opportunities for the newcomers, for the competitors, actually to get to their customers. And I think everybody realized that we cannot make that mistake again. So we need to figure out how to align not only with friends in the US, but also globally.
You see, I hear what you're saying, and I know this is sort of the way governance works, but it's working a great deal slower than the technological advancements. And that is your core problem. You can't keep up with the advancements.
No, and this is exactly why the focus should not be on regulating technology in itself, but should focus on regulating the use of technology. Because the use cases of technology, they're much more stable than the technology, because technology is developing as we speak. There will be another generation of whatever model we are talking about. But the use cases, the risk that people are being discriminated when applying for university, trying to get a mortgage, wanting to insure themselves, getting proper health treatment, those use cases, they are there and they will remain with us no matter the level of AI sophistication.
The way in which the EU and the US has tackled this is different, even if it's nuanced. Yes, you both do enforcement, but also the EU regulates, and then companies have to fit in to the regulation. Now, Thierry Breton was telling me, well, your colleague, that is a more, that the regulation aspect is a stronger form of enforcement, because basically you either follow the rules or you don't play in the game.
That is, I think, a categorical difference, because if you do not follow the rules of the law, well, there will be sanctions. There will be fines. There will be even more hefty fines in repeat instances. And we now have, fresh deterrents to say that as a measure of last resort, if the fines doesn't work, then companies can be asked to divest. They can be broken up. So of course, a fine is a law is very different from something that can be changed overnight, where enforcement do not have real muscle in order to make sure that it's actually happening.
But if I look at the cases against Google, against Meta, the current case against Apple in the United States by the DOJ, do you not think that they don't want to fall foul of you? But if they do, then the fines that you impose will be, quote, a cost of doing business. Let's try it on, see what she does, and if we lose, well, we'll pay the bill.
Well, I think to some degree, of course, we're talking about the biggest businesses on this planet.
Exactly.
So even when we get to, say, 5% of global turnover, it is still something that they can afford to pay.